What's up guys, C2113 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Aquaphonics AQ11 waterproof speaker from Lifeproof. So the speaker is available from Best Buy for $300, and I'm pretty sure it's actually a Best Buy exclusive since I wasn't able to find this anywhere else. I've checked Amazon, other stores, and I haven't been able to find it anywhere else. So I was really intrigued when I saw this, and I knew I just had to get one to review for you guys. So let's get into this and see what's in the box. Now, I will tell you the little bit of information that I do know is that it is fully waterproof, and not only that, it floats in water. So if you drop this in water, it's not going to sink, which is a great thing, obviously, given how difficult it would be to recover a speaker like this from the bottom of a lake or the ocean or wherever you drop it. In addition, this conforms to the military standard 810G, which is basically the same standard that, for example, my rugged laptop that I reviewed, the Dell Latitude 12 Rugged Extreme, that also conforms to that same military standard. So I know a lot of times these days people throw around military grade and aircraft and all that stuff as if it's super marketing, which most of the time it is. But in this case, that's not a BS thing. That's a real real standard that is very rugged in its measurements. Now, it is specifically in terms of the Ingress protection rating, it is a Ip67 certified, so that is one away from full-on submersibility. It is immersible at 6.7. 7 is one off from 8, which is, of course, 8 is fully submersible. So this is pretty damn close to 100% as Ingress protected as it gets. So obviously, full dust protection. The only thing we're not getting here is full waterproof submersibility. Now it is immersible, which basically means, again, it can be sort of immersed in water, whereas submersion is defined more as extended periods of time at greater depths. So on the box, we see that it talks about how it's submersible. Well, I guess the standard is, it's saying it's submersible, but we know what the IP standard actually says. So I'll say 1 point off for the marketing there. It is sealed from dust and snow, pretty obvious considering if it is water protected, it's also going to be snow protected and dust protected. It can survive drops from 1.2 meters, so that's like, what, 3.5 feet almost? So 3.5, what is it, 1.2 meters? Probably 4 feet maybe. Again, I'm not great with the metric system, so I'll leave it on screen what that actually translates to. Obviously, Bluetooth speaker. It's got a built-in mic for speakerphone, which is great. It has a USB port to charge your devices. That's great. That's a big thing that's one of the reasons why I love my JBL Extreme. It floats, again, easy recovery. It is, it's got a dry box. That's pretty cool. So it's got a compartment built into the speaker to store your keys, a little bit of cash, credit cards, that sort of thing. And it's got a 15-hour battery life. So that's, again, we'll have to test that out and see if it actually lasts that long. But if it does, that's pretty impressive. That's right up there with the JBL Extreme. All right, here's the front of the box. All you see is the thing, but let's go ahead and slide this thing open. All right. Now this is, let's turn this around. Now this is one of those lift-up boxes, kind of like an iPhone box. But the lift up is not quite as much anticipation because it comes right up, just like that. And there it is. A little bit of scuff in there. Almost looks like it was dirty. All right. There's the speaker. And again, you can see this thing doesn't mess around in terms of that frame. I mean, you can see the frame is quite large, and it actually makes the footprint of the speaker much larger. But again, I really like these handles. I mean, for comparison here, I have my JBL Extreme, okay? And this is definitely not on the same level of drop protection and water ingress protection. This thing is basically, you can just rinse it off. But that's about as much water as it can take. If you were to throw this into a lake or something like that, it would definitely sink and it would definitely get damaged. The other thing, again, that I really do love about this speaker is just this is the handles. I mean, with the JBL Extreme, I mean, I'm limited with this strap, right? That's the only way I can really carry it around, and that's it. And so trying to hold it by my hand, I mean, I have smaller hands, so it's a big task to get my hand around, something of this size. And again, with this, I have no problem. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter how small your hands are, you can get your fingers around this. And you feel like you have a really secure grip on this. With this JBL Extreme, I don't feel like I could possibly get a really good grip on it with just one hand. I mean, I gotta, use two hands with this, or use the strap. With this, no strap is required, one-handed. I have no problems making sure this is not gonna slip out of my hand. So I love that about it. But let's see what else is included in the box. So we've got a little platformy thing here. Let's move that to the side. Now this, I'm assuming, is some documentation, but we'll go ahead and take a look what's in here. Yep, just, man, this is really Apple-esque, man. You've got your Aquaphonics AQ10 plus AQ11. So I'm guessing this is a combo manual. That's basically what it is. But you know what? You're not here to see the paperwork, so let's let's keep going. So what we got here is a little box. I'm assuming this is going to be your charger and maybe some cables. We'll see what's in here. Man, they don't mess around with getting this charger in there. All right. That's the charger, your wall outlet, your AC adapter. That's about it. There's not much else in the box. Let's see. Nope, that's it. That's all that's in the box. Man, they really make it look like there's going to be more in here, huh? No, that's actually... The tape came off. That's actually supposed to be taped in on the bottom of the box, so... Yep, that's it. Well, it's simple, it's clean, and I will give it to them. A very nice presentation. Okay, this is a great box in terms of presentation and look. So they do have it there. So this is again just mainly an unboxing video, but I will do a little demo and see if it's got any power. We're gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll also go ahead and do a little quick water demo just to see how it goes. And then of course I'm gonna use this thing for about a week. And I'll give you my honest opinion on it. Again, because I think at the end of the day, you don't just want to see me open this thing. You want to know if it's any good, because you're going to be spending your money on it. You're going to be putting in that time to your money on it, and you want to know if it's any good. So hopefully this has some power. I'm going to figure out how this thing turns on. Okay, hold on, guys. Oh, you know what? Before we test this out, we're gonna go and take a look at this compartment. That's pretty cool, guys. So you've got it, and it's got this grippy silicone material on there. Man, that's really great. Like, I just want to just give you a quick demo here, okay? Like, it's just, you can see I'm moving my hand, and I'm barely pushing down. I just got my hand here, and it's that grippy. I'm sliding the speaker on the ground here. So it's got a sealed compartment in here, so you could put your phone in here. Now my phone's not gonna fit; it's too big. But if you have a smaller phone, it'll definitely fit in here. You can put cash, keys, your cards, that sort of thing. It'll all fit in here. So that's great. And then it actually just locks in place. So, and I push it forward and it actually locks into place. So it's basically double locked. It's got a spring-loaded lock, so it already latches when I push it down. And then if I push this in more, that's like an extra friction lock. So that's pretty cool. And you'll see there's a little sticker here that says push forward to seal. So again, that's pretty cool. This is definitely a speaker for people that like go to the beach, they're going to take it to the pool, that sort of thing, because everything's going to be protected in there. Alrighty guys, so I wanted to give you the demo, but I went to turn it on and there was no power whatsoever. The power button's located here. It's even got a nice lockout, which is, again, these features are awesome. Honestly, I wish every speaker came like this, because having a lockout here is great so that nothing can push the button accidentally. That's happened often on my JBL Extreme. So you see, this is the power button and the lockout is right here. And if you do that, you can't accidentally turn the speaker off, which I think is great. The charging port over here, I don't know if you can see that. The cable's not quite long enough to reach from my from my outlet over there. So it's got a nice rubberized plastic seal door here, and when you push it in, it gives you a positive engagement. Again, these are all great things because there's nothing worse than a seal that feels sloppy, because then you really don't know if it's actually engaged. So this is great. You got your charging port there, you've got a USB power out right there, and then you've got your audio in as well. So of course you can plug in a speaker, you can plug in an audio source and play it through the speaker. So I'm gonna go ahead and pair up to this speaker with my phone, and we'll play some copyright-free music because I'm not trying to get a copyright strike. All right, we're paired up. Let me go ahead and we'll do a comparison here. I've got the JBL Extreme here. I'll try to get it in a similar position so that it's not super unfair. And I think, again, before I even play anything on the speaker, I did hear it in the store, and I will say that I still do think the sound quality on here is a little bit better. But I want you guys to keep in mind that this speaker is fully waterproof, fully drop proof, all that stuff. So it really is in a league of its own in terms of performance. So that is going to affect the sound, in my opinion. I mean, I think, with that level of ingress protection, there has to be some sacrifice. So anyway, let's go ahead and play some of my copyright-free music here. So I hope you guys can tell, obviously the JBL Extreme is packing a lot more bass, but again, you have to remember that this does not have passive radiators because, again, that would add into the vulnerabilities on the side, because I'll be honest, straight up with you, the JBL Extreme has a huge vulnerability with these passive radiators on the side. I mean, there's just nothing preventing something from, impacting these, and especially damaging the silicone, membrane part of the radiator. So this is a huge, liability in terms of protection for the speaker. With the Lifeproof speaker here, you don't have passive radiators on the side, but you do, as a result, gain a lot of protection from drops and damage. So I will give you that. Also, besides the fact that there's a little bit less bass, the mids and the highs do sound great. I mean, the clarity on the speaker is very good. For me, it's just the lower end really gives the music more body, and I think in that instance, that's where your Lifeproof speaker AQ11 is gonna suffer a little bit. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just listening to them right now. But again, I think if you're buying this speaker, you're not only buying it just for the sound quality, because again, there are going to be less expensive speakers out there. You're buying this because it offers you so many different features in one package that it's a deal that you can't pass up. Because again, for you and the rugged lifestyle, this might be it. This might be the speaker, because again, you've got that compartment, you've got full Ip67 certification. Remember, this JBL Extreme is not certified at all. I mean, it is stated in the manual that it can be rinsed off, no problem, like fully, rinsed off with water, no problem, but you just can't submerge it. But again, there is no actual IP rating on this speaker. For this, you got, Ip67 certification, military standard 810G. I mean, that's just standard stuff for drop protection and impact resistance. You've got your full range of features, just like on the JBL Extreme. You've got your power output, your USB power output. You've got audio input like standard, and you've got a 15-hour battery life. Again, we're gonna have to put that claim to the test, but I'm gonna do one last test here, and that's of course gonna be the water test. So we're gonna go ahead and dunk it in my tub. I'm gonna fill up my tub with water, and then we're gonna put this in there and not only see if it stays water sealed, okay, if it stays working, which hopefully it does, but also we're gonna see if it floats. Alrighty guys, here we are in the bathroom, and I've got the tub filled out with a bit of water. So here we go. Let me make sure, double check everything's sealed up here. Got the ports. These are the charger. This is a charging port. And yeah, that's it. So let's go ahead and put it in and see what happens. Well, it appears to be floating. Not sure I like those air bubbles coming out, but yeah, it floats. Now let's see if it'll play music while it's floating. Well, it does. And it floats. Honestly, it's pretty strange to me having a speaker that I can put in the water. I mean, just fully drop it in. I mean, my JBL Extreme, I rinse it off all the time when it gets dirty, but this is something else for sure. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and use this thing for about a week so that I can give you an honest impression of what it's like to live with. Because again, this is just my first impressions, but first impressions so far is this thing is pretty impressive. I will say that it is a little bit underwhelming in terms of total sound output, but again, you got to keep in mind exactly how much is being packed into this one package. So again, in my review, I'm going to go over whether or not that is a deal breaker, and yeah. So get subscribed if you want to see my review in a week. But thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, give me a like. If you have any questions or comments, you know what to do. Leave them below. And as always, I will see you in the next video.